Good afternoon. Well, after a lot of beer and sake last night, it's taken me a long time to get up. But I did a video and I noticed a reply saying that this guy lived in Tokyo for 9 years by being miserly, being careful with his money. Well, I actually lived in Tokyo for 2 years rent-free. And how I did this, I was very lucky. And I met a, a tour guide in New Zealand, and I was selling all my stuff on the streets of Queenstown, New Zealand, to raise money to go to Japan, because I thought I wanted to learn Japanese so I could get a good job in the future. And she introduced me to this group of people, and it was a shacho, and he had a big company, and he was taking all his suppliers on holiday as a treat. And he said he would help me when I got to Japan. And so I went to Japan, and as I arrived in Japan, there was a ticket, and it said when I got off the plane, it said, "See Firth, welcome to Japan." And I know, well, my name is G Firth. And I just wondered, is that really for me? And I guess it wasn't, because there's no way he could have known that I was arrived in Japan. And so I trudged to the bus, and I got off in Ikebukuro. And then I had been living in Japan, in New Zealand, a very small population. And then I got off, and I had 3 large bags, and I arrived in Ikebukuro at rush hour, and I saw all these people walking towards me. It was unbelievable. So I got to my accommodation, and I had his business card, and I rang him. I called to his office the next morning. He asked where I was staying, and the next day he sent a guy to move me to his house in Western Tokyo. And I stayed there for about a month, I think. He says, "Don't worry, I'm going to get a new place." And we moved into a new mansion in Nakano. It had just been built, and he had one for his wife and one for me. And the rent on these apartments were like 400,000 yen a month. I couldn't believe it. And so I stayed there for about 1 year. And then I travelled for a while, and I came back, and I asked if he could help me again. And then he put me in a different place, and they're not so nice place, but it was still free. And it was called a weekly mansion in Shinjuku. And so it was right in the centre of town, which was brilliant. And like I said, but not so nice, but still free. And so I lived there for about another year. And then after that, I looked after someone's house in Chofu, I think it was, Chofu City. And it was a guy that was going back to Sheffield University to finish his degree. And I lived there for 3 months, but there I paid about 30,000 yen a month or something like that. So I just looked after the house. Yeah, I think I paid. I can't remember if it was free or I paid 30,000 yen. Anyway, so that is how to get free accommodation in Tokyo. Meet a very rich person. And I'm sure that there are quite a few people that have had and got free accommodation in Japan, because Japanese people like helping people. Anyway, thanks for watching. Good luck in getting free accommodation in Tokyo. You could also offer to look after someone's house, like house sitting. You know, that is a possibility. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.